Jack Smith says Kratom saved his life.
So after I got clean, about 3.5 years ago, a buddy of mine from Indonesia called me and he's like, Jack, you've got to try this. I know how depressed you are. He sent it to me. I literally cried the first time. I'm like, wow, this first time I felt back to Jack I knew years ago before I started the pain pills.
Kratom is already illegal in a handful of states and cities throughout the United States, and now the Ohio Board of Pharmacy is recommending the same thing. Smith says he believes the pharmaceutical industry lobby is pushing for it.
If you ask me, it's going to affect so much of pharmaceutical sales. That's just my heart. You know, when you affect somebody's income, Suboxone, whatever the pain pill, opiate, whatever it is, you know, I get it. But to come in and say, hey, we're going to make this a Schedule I drug.
Smith was a NASCAR driver. In 2007, he broke his neck. He was put on pain pills and got addicted.
I lost my contract. I was making $2.5 million a year, and I lost my contract because of my opiate problem.
He also says he has seen Kratom save the lives of thousands of other people.
I have people come in fully withdrawn off of heroin and sick as can be, and I come from it. I know how it feels. I don't wish that on nobody in the world. That's the worst thing I've ever been through in my life. And I would make them a drink and see them stop their withdrawals in 15 minutes. I've had grown men cry, and I've seen husbands, wives, moms, dads. I've seen it hundreds of times.
That kind of transformation does not happen in the shop anymore. In the fall of 2018, Smith's shop, Life of Kratom, was shut down for violations. He was giving out what the state of Ohio says is medical advice by telling people how to use Kratom powder and the ailments he says it can help treat. He's now very careful with how he talks about the product.
It's just a leaf from Indonesia and Thailand. It's been around for thousands of years. And you know, it's really just kind of catching on here, and probably the last really 5 years it's taken off in the United States. But I got to be careful because I am not a physician. I can't tell you any claims. My biggest thing I fight right now is agriculture and pharmaceuticals, because when I have people come into the store, they say, what is Kratom, or how do I take it? I'm trying to live by all the rules and make everybody happier, and I can't tell them.
Smith says people cannot OD or die from Kratom, but he says if they take too much, they can get dizzy and vomit.
And it's a shame that I can't tell people that.
However, the Ohio Board of Pharmacy says Kratom is listed as the cause of death for 6 people in 2016 and 2017, and they have recommended it be added to the list of Schedule I drugs. Smith disputes that claim, but does say the industry could benefit from regulations.
You can't die from this stuff. Every case they've had from somebody passing away, something other drug was in it. It was opiates, a fentanyl, whatever was in it. There was always something in there. It was never just Kratom. So I tell people, they use that to me as a scare tactic to do it. And I think in the next year, you see all the studies coming out, they're going to find out the truth about it. You know, if there's regulations on it, I think there needs to be regulations on testing and making sure these stores are legit. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack over this, but I don't think they need to be head shops and stuff like that.
People use Kratom for a variety of reasons and to holistically treat different ailments. Chronic pain, anxiety, lethargy, and insomnia are just a few examples.
What it really amazes me, the amount of 40% of my business is 60 and over. So it's amazing how many elderly people are coming here and using like more holistic ways of managing them, you know, if it's pain, whatever it is.
Smith has a message for those who think Kratom should be made illegal.
And I tell the pharmaceutical, I tell anybody, politicians, come sit in my store. I welcome you. Come sit in my store for a day, 3 days, and just listen to the stories. I'm not a physician, I will tell you that, but what I can tell you is it's amazing the amount of people that come in here and how it's changed their lives.